Welcome to Troggy Trog's Let's Play Dungeons and Dragons Online. This quest here is going to be Arachnophobia. It's a level 2 quest, it's solo, and we'll head in right now. Alright. This quest has got a different parameter. We actually can have a failure if we break fewer than 10 sarcophagi. So we have to basically, what that means is if you break more than 10, you'll have a failure. I don't know why it's worded that way. It seems kind of confusing. But yeah, this will actually, if this gets a cross or a check in it, then you failed. So basically what you want to do is not break anything. But there's a trick at the end of this quest. Once you finish clearing out all the spiders, you can actually go back and break every single one of these, and then like any collectible or I'm sorry, any breakable in the game, you know, different things can pop out, like gems and potions, things like that, even items. So we'll go ahead and go to the right, and mainly what we want to do here is make sure that we pull all the stuff away from the sarcophagi. Oh, see, one just broke one there. I like to fight these things out here, like pull them and just get them all aggroed on me, and then bring them to this area because there aren't any sarcophagi over here. My armor class is higher now, so you know, I'm having trouble hitting me. I tell you, that body feeder sword really is amazing. It, if you look at it, it's like I really can't take any damage because most things aren't even hitting me for, you know, 1 hit point of damage. So with the 15 point cushion, it really just basically is like a 15 hit point DR. Alright, so we've got that cleared out. Let's run around to this other side. It's a bummer that one broke that one, but oh well. That's just me probably being trying to rush around too much. So we won't. If there's a bonus for not having those things break, now we probably won't get that bonus, but that's alright. So let's see what we got. It's just this one, huh? Nope, there we go, too. So this is the east wing, as you can see the little objective. Ah, yes!
The spiders no longer infest the eastern wing of the crypt.
Yeah. This is a little trickier. I think I'm going to hang out right here. Yeah, I don't have any behind me, so the main thing is, oh, that hit that one, and that was that far away. Okay, that wasn't me hitting it; it was them hitting it. But I thought I was, you know, my back's to the wall here, and I'm not really next to any. I'm a good 10 feet from any sarcophagi, and still one of them got hit. So oh well. Alright, so let's make sure there aren't any more over here. Okay. I'll go ahead and pull this lever here. Alright, now we gotta get away from those. Since this one's already broke, we'll just come back over here. And hopefully won't have any other sarcophagi break. This is actually, for as many spiders that are in this quest, this is actually kind of easy. You would expect, at level, to do this, that something would hit you. Of course, I'm running everything on normal, so this game is actually going to be...
the infestation from the crypt's northern wing.
This playthrough actually won't be too difficult for the most part. Or maybe a few quests where, you know, being by yourself, you might have a little bit of challenge with starter gear. That's really the equalizer for me right now, is starter gear. It's a little lag after that last strike. I didn't want to accidentally be swinging while I was moving and hit something. Alright, so this is the same situation. We'll come back to all these areas again. It's just, you know, it's a matter of trying to avoid anything breaking for now. We just want to concentrate on the main objective. I mean, these are basically just like punching bags. Not really doing anything to me.
You cleared the infestation from the southern wing of the crypt.
Alright, so now we just go to find the... Well, we pulled both levers, so that each one was a lock, basically, that we needed to unlock for this door.
You hear a massive body moving about on 8 spindly legs.
Away from me with that poison.
The spider's lifeless body crunches under your boots.
Alright. Woohoo! Ooh, right when I did that kind of lag when I jumped up. Alright. So now, what we'll do is we'll work our way to the back and then clear all that stuff out and then go back to the front. But chance to get some goodies now, so we'll go ahead and break all these. And even if we don't...
Too much of the crypt was destroyed by your careless actions.
Even if we don't need all these potions and stuff, we can still sell them. You know, again, trying to amass some kind of wealth right now. And all these resistance potions, I think I'll keep. And just let them start stacking up, because they'll actually stack up to 100 in one type, so that's good. There's a collectible back here. Ah, yes, a shield of faith potion. That's 2 of those now. I don't know if I'll use those. I don't. It's kind of like, eh. You know, I guess if I'm in a real tight jam, I could drink a bunch of potions, but you know, to get all the benefits and buffs. But some of them are just, I don't know if they're worth carrying around. I mean, obviously, I'm not getting hit at level too much right now, so we're doing all right. I mean, the game will get more difficult at higher levels, obviously. In fact, you know, there are actually some quests at this level that can be kind of challenging. The main thing I think that'll kill us at this level, if anything can kill us, will be traps. Or if we get dosed up with like, there are some spells that are used around this level, like, what am I thinking? Ray of Enfeeblement. If we get hit with that, then we won't be able to move. Basically, we'll get, we'll be encumbered, and we'll just basically be stuck in place or move really slow. And we have a low strength, so that is something we have to be careful of with our character. And then, what else do I have to think about here? Traps, Ray of Enfeeblement, and Poison. Poison is a big one now. It used to never be an issue in this game, but they made it hit really hard, kind of like old school. So, which is good. I mean, I like the challenge. It's just, they kind of went a little overboard with it. Like, you know, they kind of put too much emphasis on how deadly the poison is versus, like, you know, what it used to be. It was like they could have gone maybe like, instead of like, you know, one extreme and then jumped to the other extreme. Like, it really didn't do anything or very little before. Now it does like a lot. They could have gone somewhere in the middle, or maybe you know, 2/3, 3/4 the way over to like where it does a lot of damage. That would have been probably more the way I would have done it if I was a designer. But, oh well. It's still, it gets the point across. Like, poison's nasty, and you don't want to get poisoned. There are ways to get rid of poison, like neutralize poison potions and spells, which hopefully we'll be able to utilize as a ranger, because we do have that higher, but it's much higher level, and we'll get access to it, so we won't really be able to utilize it anytime soon. And this is probably boring you guys like crazy. These things used to drop a lot more than this, actually. There used to be a lot more items that dropped out of these. Wow, this is kind of... They must have changed how this one... you know, a few updates back or something. Wow, how many things dropped out of here. Because you see gems and, you know, piles of coins, almost every other one, you know. One other thing that we have to keep our eyes out for with breakables like this, there is a chance, and I've seen people get these out of breakables, you can get tomes out of breakables, along with other items, you know. Obviously we found that armored belt the other day, but yeah, you can get tomes. I think we did everything in there already. I saw somebody there's a few of us, a couple of my viewers were in that party, I think. Somebody got a +3 tome out of a high level quest one time out of a breakable. That was pretty cool. Oh, look, a +3 outfit. So these, yeah, these seem to be dropping stuff. This little batch here. See how this little batch of sarcophagi are dropping more than the rest of them that we... I wonder if there's a drop rate for this little area here compared to the rest of the dungeon. Alright, so let's look at that outfit real quick and what else we got here. Okay, we have Potions of Shield of Faith. Now that will give us, it's a caster level 1, so it's only going to give us a +1 deflection bonus to our armor class. Not much. And so we'll probably, in fact, we'll probably just sell those, because they only last a minute. So really not worth it unless you're like in a really tight boss fight and you need every little, you know, every little bit of buffs to get you to a victory. And the +3 outfit will sell as well. And I'm still a little choked up, so every now and then I stop and I drink some tea, so you have to forgive me, guys. I'm getting better. Like today, I'm a lot better than I was yesterday, and yesterday I was a lot better than I was the day before, so I'm progressively getting better. So thanks for those who were praying for me or got me their well wishes. Alright, so we can level up, and we need to get a reward. So let's see what we get. Burn yarn. Oh dear, oh dear. I have to visit my ancestors' crypt before they begin haunting me. Is something wrong? I suppose it's safe to go back to the crypt now that those spiders are gone. There will be some cleaning to do, perhaps some repairs, judging from the look of you. Oh dear, are you sure you got them all? Don't worry, Master John. The spiders are gone, and with this weather, I doubt we'll see them again until the next rainy season. Alright, so Charisma 1 goggles. We already have some decent goggles, so you know what? We'll take heroic deeds this time. Oh yeah, and by the way, that was 50 heroic deeds, but since we're in a small guild, I get like a bonus, so it's 150. Unless they got some other buff running. Sometimes I have a server-wide increase to your guild renown as well, but I don't have any potions running, just this is all I've got, so anyway, we'll go ahead and repeat this dialogue just to reset it. Well, we don't need it, but and you know, every time we level up, I like to have the video of that so you guys can see that. So we'll go over here. There's bound to be a rogue trainer over here and a ranger trainer. I think we're gonna go with the rogue trainer actually, because I'd like to get evasion sooner rather than later. And since we have insightful reflexes and all, we'll do pretty well with our rolls. So let's see what we got here. Well, first off, yeah, make sure we didn't have any extra action points. We won't probably see that, even if we do, until after we take the level, but I don't think we have got enough XP yet. So let's go ahead and advance the next level as Rogue. And you see how we have even more. Now, a lot of people say, hey, why don't you do that later on, you know, like you hit like a higher level. Well, number one, I don't have any guarantee of getting intelligence tomes in this game, which would increase my skill points even more than what they are right now. So, you know, other than just leveling, like at level 4 and level 8, maybe if I took a rogue level at level 9, I'd have like one more skill point. And I'm not a min-max builder here. This is a flavor build, and we're playing with what we get. So, you know, what's available in the game without, you know, borrowing anything from friends or, you know, shared bank from other characters. So, anyway, without further ado, let's see what we can do here. For first thing we want to do is we want to get these maxed out, the trap skills. They're pretty important. Open lock isn't as important, I would say, as search and spot, but we definitely want to keep these skills. That, and UMD is another one. You want to get those things maxed out as a rogue type character, especially since we don't have any gear other than just some Korthos items, you know, like +3 trap items and such. There's going to be a point where, you know, that might be all we have for a good while is +3 trap items, you know, for several levels. So we want to utilize our skills, and so hide would be another one. Move silently is another one, and then go ahead and put probably open lock up. And then we want to look at what we have that could be a cross-class skill. You know, I would say right now jump isn't that important. It's kind of a tertiary thing. It's nice to have, but it's not major. Listen isn't a super important skill in the game, but it is nice to have, you know. And we've got enough ranks in it right now. When we get some more skill points and we don't have anywhere else to spend them, we'll probably put some points in the listen. Concentration and heal actually aren't that bad. They're actually going to be beneficial to us in the long run, but we'll get those when we're on ranger levels. So I think balance is probably the best way to go right now. Maybe balance and bluff. Maybe split it up, because bluff we've been using a lot and it's been working pretty well, and the more we can build up from our starting point of -1, the better. Alright, so we got this here evasion. That's kind of the reason we took rogue levels at this level. I got epic feats, wow. No. I actually did talk to the epic trainer just for kicks while I was running around town earlier. I didn't film any of that, but I thought, hey, it'd be kind of neat just to talk to it, see what the dialogue looks like. We are level 3. Every so many levels you get a feat. So at level 1, at level 3, at level 6, 9, I think it's every 3 levels. So we'll get another feat, you know, something like that. So memory serves. So we need to look through this, kind of think in the, you know, how are we playing this character, and then where do we want to go with this character. One thing I'm considering is augment summoning, because that affects your hirelings as well as your summons. So if I summon say a tiger or lion or whatever, when I get those abilities as a ranger later on, that will affect it. And there's also enhancements in the Harper line that'll affect it as well. So we could have some really tough hirelings and really tough followers of any sort, you know, whether it's a summons or a hireling or what have you. The Onyx Panther, for example, that we get in our starter gear, that can't use until we're level 18, but you know, every time you roll up a character, they give you one of those if you pre-ordered a certain pack that was out a few years ago. And yeah, I don't know. You probably still get that if you pre-order or if you order it, but I don't know. It was a pre-order thing back then for the Forgotten Realms expansion. You know, the whole Dristord and Onyx Panther companion. So let's see what else we've got here. Dodge is not bad, actually. It's not great, but it's not bad. 3% bonus to a mischance. So every time something rolls against you, there's a calculation made to see if that is if that attack's been dodged or if it's been missed by other things like blur and displacement, for example. So it's not bad, you know, even that little extra roll that they have to make to kind of confirm to hit you because you have this dodge ability is kind of nice. It's kind of like its own little evasion, but only for like melee attacks and ranged attacks, basically. Let's see. We don't really need any weapon stuff. We have a pretty good array of weapons available with us with the rogue and the ranger combination. Hamstring, again, another really useful feat if you have room for it. It basically cuts down the movement speed, but also I think it affects the attack speed, if I'm not mistaken. The last time I used it, which was probably over a year ago, I was using it on a character. It was really, really effective. These improved criticals are really nice. We'll definitely get the one for ranged weapons when we can unlock it, but yeah, your base attack bonus has to be kind of high for that. Let's see what else we've got. Shield Bash, Iron Will, Lightning Reflexes. Magical Training is another really good one. We'll probably take it later if we have room for it, because it gives you echoes of power. And once we're using spells, we'll be able to always have a pool of spell points. Even when we go down to 0, it'll gradually build back up to about 12 spell points. So we'll still be able to cast minor little buffs and heals and things on ourselves. So that's not a bad one to have. It's for a survival character. Point blank shot is another really interesting one. You know, it's like kind of tough right now to decide on that one. I think we'll end up getting precision. I think it's part of the ranger feats, so we're maybe going to hold off on that stuff. I'm really thinking about augment summoning right now, looking through all these. Disable device is a really good one too. Most of these we're going to be okay on, but use magic device. Use magic device. Skill focus. That +3, that's basically 15% on your UMD check. So you're 15% better if you have that, basically. So there's a lot of things to look at here. Toughness is a really good one. It might be worth taking just to have for survivability. Something we're going to need. I don't think we're going to need weapon finesse, mainly because we're using intelligence and it affects all weapons. So we're not going to have that penalty of, you know, we're not going to worry about it. We'll have such a high intelligence. We're not going to really have problems missing. I mean, we're not missing right now anyway. So I think it's going to be between toughness and augment summoning. And I'm going to go with augment summoning, I think. I'm going to give one more quick look. Dodge was in there. Let's see, hamstring we're talking about. Magical training. I get 8 total feats. I've already taken. Well, you get a human in one and a bonus in level 1, so I already got 2. So we get 6 more feats. So I'm thinking, yeah, probably gonna be doing all right. You know, we're gonna definitely have some. The point blank, I definitely would like to have. But I know we're going to be using hirelings from time to time, maybe even very much often. So I think that'll come in handy. It's either that or point blank shot, I think. Toughness we can take a little bit later on, because right now it's only going to give us about, what, 5 hit points. Not major. Maybe we'll take that one like when we hit like maybe level 6 or level 9. Sure, let's just do it. I've never tried this feat before on a character like this, but for survival reasons, it might be really good. Alright, so let's take a look at our enhancements, see, make sure we don't have any extra points. Oh no, it's a taken. That's a cookie that turned you into that, by the way. That's pretty neat. Alright. Looking good. Look at our skills real quick before we close this out. Like, our search is really high. Our spot's doing pretty good. Move silently is doing really good. Our move silently is higher because we have an item. If we had an item for hide, it would be tied up. And But yeah, I think we're doing pretty darn good. All right. Well, that was that, and I think we'll move on and start up another quest for next time. But for now, thanks for watching.